it is. Your boy Make It Ratchet here again with another one. Yes, another one. This game is my first one. But yeah, man, it's a review. My first review. I love One Piece. Watching it. Never really got into the manga until about chapter 1000. So without further ado, this chapter is titled "Let's Face Death Together," and on the cover page, it's Lay and Oven coming back to who he got. Nothing too crazy there, but you know, just furthering the plot along. We immediately open up with Kaido getting his devastating attack on Luffy. The look on Kaido's eyes is hurt and devastation. I honestly thought he was finna cry. If you watch my live reaction, I was tripping out pretty hard about it. And then we have the CP0 guy sitting there holding his head in shame because he knows what he's done. You know, he knows that he made a fucky wucky, and now it's time to get into the forever ball. Yeah. Not really sure what's up with the CP0 guy. Don't really have a name for him. Fan base. Call him fan base or FF for sure. Kaido watches Luffy as he powers down and whoops off in the air, all balloon style. Momo is saying that he can't hear Luffy's voice anymore. It's interesting. A lot of you know what happens next. Is Luffy dead? And then the moment Oda has been building up to, the winner of the rooftop is declared. It is Kaido, the king of beasts. Which is interesting because I believe Luffy just transcended into a god, honestly. Then we have Polka Dot Scarf, aka Bowler Hat. He is he's ready to take his punishment. Like, he knows what he's done. Kaido was like, you know what this means, right? And he's like, I have nothing to say. And isn't it interesting how when Kaido hit Luffy, he didn't put a hole in the dome of Onigashima, but when he hit the CP0 guy, he put a big gaping hole, and I think the CP0 guy probably disintegrated, honestly. He just evaporated from that attack from Kaido. We go to a couple other panels with Kawamatsu. Yeah, we go to a couple other panels showing the damage from the strike from Kaido. We see the other CP0 guy, who I'm dubbing Finn, and we see Kawamatsu. Kawamatsu says there's no water near to put out the fire, so I'm guessing that means Zunisha may come into play and help put out the fire. I mean, she is a giant elephant, and I believe she would tower over Onigashima with her height. So I believe that's a little bit of foreshadowing. Kaido comes down, right, and he declares that Luffy is dead. And when I first saw it, I called complete cap. And everyone, Kid, Law, they all believe it. Chopper, poor gullible Chopper, he believes it. It's all cap. And it takes big homie, not Usopp, big homie Nami to come out and be like, yo, Kaido, that's complete cap. I don't know if you know this, but this is a shonen, and there's no way that Luffy dead or is dying, but we shall see. But shout out to Nami, who held her own, and she wasn't hearing none of it. Luffy's not dead, point blank. Next we have Kaido shooting the boar breath at Nami, because you know the real die young, you know. So he shoots the royal blood. We have none other than Pineapple Head himself, Marco, shows up, and he does some type of spinning pencil and protects our girl Nami. So shout out to Big Marco. Something else I wanted to mention was Law. Does Law have the voice of all things? Because he commented on Luffy voice disappearing. I thought that was only something available to users of the voice of all things. So that's definitely interesting. It's something that I think we definitely should pay attention to. But back to what I was just saying. Big homie Marco came in. A bunch of big homies this chapter. Shout out to all the big homies. Kaido is losing it. He's really feeling robbed of the battle that he could have had. He finally found another real one after 20 years. Odin was the last one, and he was robbed, completely robbed of the fight that he's been looking for. Isn't it ironic though? Kaido has been robbing people of their dreams for so long, and every time he almost finds what he's looking for is an honorable death or a worthy opponent, it's taken them. Another thing I want to talk about, when Kaido is talking about making everybody a slave and how their life is, I think that's a bit of self-projecting on Kaido's part. Like, I think deep down Kaido really feels he's worthless, not worth anything, and is a failure and has given up in his own heart. So I think that's something we should pay attention to, especially as we dive more into Kaido and what he's about. We should be getting a backstory fairly soon. Depends. I'm surprised Act 4 isn't over. I mean, Act 3 isn't over with already, especially with Hiyori being there playing her instrument. Kaido's asking for Momonosuke at this point. Up next or around the same part of the name. Kaido is asking for Momonosuke, and I believe the only reason that he wants Momonosuke is to get a complete and utter victory over Samurai and the pirates that have come to Ogashima to take him down. He wants to destroy everyone's hope and rob them of any thought that they could win, basically. You see some looking like they're ready to fight, others are worried about their children and wife and things of that nature as Kaido just rampaging, and they don't know what just happened, and Kaido's really pissed off, and he's taking the anger out of everyone. Some of the Beast Pirates see an opportunity to attack Kid and Law, and Kid and Law shook. Like, they don't know what they're gonna do. Kid saying that he's gonna fight, and Law is kind of cursing Straw Hat, like, dang, Straw Hat, like, come on, man, you had one job, one job, Straw Hat, yeah. Up next, we have Momonosuke talking to Yamato, saying that he's ready to surrender, trying to sue peace, just like his father, but we all know what happened to Odin. Yamato, the real MVP, talking some good sense into Momonosuke. I'm talking about spitting straight facts. The daimyo, all that time and all them died with the greats trying to sue peace. So, a tyrant like Kaido, you don't do it. Sometimes that samurai ideology is right. You have to die or live a captive. Surrendering really isn't freedom in this case. Kaido basically tells you, like, hey, either you can die now or you can die later. Like, it's your choice. Either way, sucks to be you. And then we get to the juiciest part of the chapter, the part that everyone, I'm sure, has been waiting on. We get a conversation, a very important conversation between Lunisha and Momonosuke. Lunisha is basically telling on Nosql that she can hear Joy Boy. I don't know any other way to say it. And I think it's interesting that the sound effects of the drum that she mentions, the drums of liberation, as you can see in the official, it's a boom da da da, boom da da da, boom da da da, boom da da da. If you look right before then, Luffy heart kind of starts again, and it's like a ba-dump, a ba-bump. And then when she says she hears the drums of liberation, it kind of zooms in on Luffy again, and you can see the boom da da, boom da da. So I believe that drum is literally Luffy's heart, and maybe this is his awakening tied with Gear 5th, but Gear 5th could be something that focuses on the heart. Like maybe there are powers to be gained by paying your heart to different rhythms. Like imagine being able to do that, and Luffy can, because he's a rubber man. You know, and if he has full control over his body, then who knows? Well, I definitely believe that the boom da da da, boom da da, the drum of liberation that Luffy is speaking of is coming from Luffy. And then at the end, she says Joy Boy has returned. Like, and it focuses on Luffy in the final panel, who's smiling and is goopifying. I don't know what that's about, but I have a couple theories on it. So Gear 2nd is Luffy messing with his blood circulation, or kind of his heart. Gear 2nd is Luffy messing with his blood. Gear 3rd is his bone. Gear 4th is his muscle, and Gear 5th might have something to do with the heart. And you know, playing it in a particular kind of way, you know, playing your heart like a drum could give you added bonuses in Oda's world. You know, it's not really about what makes sense to us. At the end of the day, it's about what makes Oda. You know what I mean? So there's something to think about. Isn't it interesting that Luffy's Fruit Awakening is so terrifying that it's even more of a worst case scenario than Kaido raging war on the world, or Robin getting into the hands of anybody else other than the world government? The world government, once they had an inkling that Luffy was gonna awaken, told CP0 to drop everything that they were doing and just focus on Luffy. On top of Luffy's heart just playing like a drum, basically. I believe that is to the rhythm of the Binks Saki song. I went back and I listened to Binks Saki when they were playing it during the Odin's flashback, and in the back you can kind of hear like a boom da da, boom da da, boom da da, boom da 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 da, boom da da da, boom da da da. If you can kind of see where I'm going at with this. So I think it'd be epic if they made that song to the rhythm of Joy Boy, or should we say Sun God Nika. A whole song made to the rhythm that you play with your heart. That's beautiful and romantic, and romanticization. I hope I'm saying it right. Romanticization in Oda. I mean, you already know. But yeah, it's looking like Luffy is Joy Boy. In the final panel, you can see him goopifying and turning into some type of liquid. I don't think Oda would have led us astray. I think Luffy Fruit is the gum fruit, but that's not the complete name of it. I think that's like a watered down name of it. I do believe Luffy is a rubber man, but there's more to it. And just imagine his fruit having the properties of a Zoan. You know, he can transform with all his gears. You know, a Paramecia, you know, he's a rubber guy, and a Logia, if he can control his rubber to the point where he can liquefy it, you know, heat up so much that he liquefies, and he can basically kind of do the things Katakuri were doing, which would make that more like a training arc, as many believe that it was for Luffy. It'll parallel very nice with this one arc, in my opinion. But yeah, it'll be the perfect antithesis to what Blackbeard has going on, because everyone believes that he's gonna get a third fruit to go with the 3 skulls that he dons on his pirate's flag. And if he does that, then the perfect answer would be Luffy. Well, perfect in sense of rhyming, but Luffy having 3 devil fruit abilities in 1 fruit versus 3 devil fruits in 1 man. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, overall, I think I want to give this chapter 6 out of 5. I know it's really hype, but I feel like things felt rushed, and even though we got some big reveals, it just feels too surreal. Like, I don't really feel that oh my god moment, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like and subscribe button. I know I'm new, but I'm going to be trying to get this content out to you more often. Not really sure what this channel is going to be. I play a lot of video games. I like to talk about various topics, so you may be getting reaction videos out of me, certain game clips out of me, and other commentary. Kind of easy. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to, I really love One Piece, and I want to talk One Piece with more of you that feel the same, that have a passion about One Piece like I do. So comment below. Major Ratchet signing out.